I don't like how I look in photos, so I just don't take them. Recently, a client said this to me, and I've also heard it from loved ones. Have you ever felt this way about yourself? As we prepare to put up Christmas at our house, no, I haven't done it yet, I was taking a look at all the pictures that our friends and family sent us this past year, and it got me thinking. For every family who hired a photographer, coordinated their outfits, and took their annual family photo, I wonder how many people didn't do this because they just hate to see themselves in photos because of the way they look. They decide to opt out of taking any pictures because it has become more about how their body looks than about creating a memory with family and loved ones. And that makes me really sad because I've also been there. I've looked at a photo someone took of me and thought, ugh, my arm looks so big, this dress makes me look fat, I've got to make some changes fast. And maybe I even wished I could delete the photo. Those diet thoughts start to creep in. Why is the immediate thing to pick apart what looks wrong with our bodies, or to just not even take the picture in the first place, when the whole reason for capturing photos is to create a memory? Are you someone who feels guilt and shame about your body when you see a photo of yourself or look in the mirror? If so, then you're not alone. Hey friends, I'm Christina, and in this video, I'm going to talk about a few tips on how to break the habit of body shaming and some thoughts on how you might think twice next time you want to capture a memory. Have you felt this body shame about yourself? Maybe from a photo, or in a dressing room, or even in your own closet. Are you unhappy with the current state of your physical appearance? Does this mean that your current body isn't deserving of celebration or creating a memory? Is the love you have for your body a conditional thing? Like, once I lose X amount of pounds, then I will buy the sweater I really like. Or, I can't wear sleeveless dresses until my arms don't look so flabby. Can you imagine saying this to a child or a friend? Maybe when you were younger, you even heard this from an adult or a peer and internalized it, which has helped shape the way you see your body now. The standard of beauty is constantly changing. If it's to be in a smaller body, many people who have even achieved that find that they don't feel much differently, and they will often find something else to be upset about their body. Why is that? It's because the feeling of inadequacy is what needs to change first before the other things can, if you want it to last long term. It seems like we spend an awful lot of time comparing our lives and ourselves to others, or wishing our bodies were somehow different, and therein lies the problem. Of course, it can feel frustrating if you desire to make healthy changes to your body, but you're simultaneously dealing with emotional, compulsive, or binge eating, which can make things more challenging, and those thoughts of comparison and appearance-driven body evaluation become all-consuming. That is why it can be super helpful to address the way we think about our bodies. Loving our bodies doesn't mean that at times we won't be frustrated with them, disappointed in them, or mad at them. Occasionally, our bodies will resist the changes that we are trying to make. I was just talking to a client the other day about this very thing, who said, I used to work out 4 times a week, not because it was a rigid thing I had to do, but because I really enjoyed moving my body, and it just helps shake the stress of the day off or gets me started on the right foot. Well, I decided I want to get back into my routine of going to the gym. I went one day and felt really good. Well, then the next day, I got a migraine and I couldn't go. I'm really disappointed and feeling defeated that my body wasn't showing up for me the way I needed it to. Sometimes we get migraines when we want to keep going, or we lie awake in bed when all we want to do is sleep, or the jeans that fit us fine before no longer look quite right this week. So, when we feel that frustration, one of the most helpful things you can do is just acknowledge what you're thinking. This is called noticing and naming what it is. So many thoughts can be passively surging through our minds from day to day. We may not even be aware of them, but it can lead to some negative feelings. So let's acknowledge those thoughts as they come. Let's have the awareness, but instead of judgment or condemnation, let's be curious. This will allow the chance to change those thoughts. Here's an example. I'm noticing I'm beating myself up for these jeans not fitting me right now. Tune into that self-talk that you're experiencing. If it turns into, oh, I'm so fat, I have got to lose weight. Remember, would you speak to a child or a friend that way? After you become aware of that thought, Try looking at yourself through a different lens. Think back to when you were a kid and things just were, and we could be curious about bugs and leaves and observe the world around us non-judgmentally. Let's take that then to ourselves. Maybe even look at yourself in the mirror or at a recent photo and find 3 things you just observe about yourself. You can be grateful for your body and want to make positive changes to it. Maybe you won't feel positively about yourself at first, but you can come up with some neutral statements that help get you started. That's a step in the right direction. Next step comes gratitude. Think of all your body helps you do. It helps you sleep, eat, pet your dog, perform your job, hug your loved ones, and so much more. It can be really cool to take the time to reflect and thank your body. If you've lived long enough, then maybe you've been through some really difficult times. Your body helped you get you through that. When you feel gratitude toward yourself about the things it has gotten you through, your physical appearance won't take up as much mental real estate. One of my clients recently shared with me that every now and then she takes an inventory of the things she is consuming, movies, TV, or social media, and does a bit of a cleanse, meaning she goes through that inventory and unfollows accounts that can trigger her body image issues. Maybe there are certain accounts on Instagram or shows that you watch where you are finding yourself comparing and idealizing. Maybe it's time to mute, unfollow, or just remove them from your life. I think this is an awesome idea. There is so much goodness out there. Why would we spend our time following things that are keeping us stuck in the cycle of insecurity? If these practices are new for you, it makes sense that it might feel strange at first and maybe even a little difficult, especially if you've spent a lot of time hating yourself or comparing the way you look to others. It might take some patience, but with time, it can be really transformative. Now, next time someone wants to take a photo, focus on the moment. What is unique and special? Who are you with? What do you like about the environment? What memory do you want to create? Then, when you look at the photo later, practice looking at it without judgment, zooming in or criticizing any body parts. None of that. Notice what you do like about the photo. Is it the way your eyes light up when you smile? Were you in front of a rare exotic bird store or a local cool landmark? Did someone in the background photobomb on accident? Take time to notice what you like about the photo. May you have more times of photo opportunities where you appreciate the moment without making it about your bodies at all. More times that you decided to hate your body a little less and love it a little more, with grace, gratitude, and wonder. I'm here for more of that. Until next time, friends.